Hi everyone, I'm Sherika Hapuarachchi. Now today I'm going to discuss the graphs part 2. From the graphs part 1, I have explained how do we identify the linear graphs. So from this part, I'm going to explain the quadratic graphs. Right. So now, first of all, we should know what is a quadratic graph. Now, I have given two examples for quadratic equation. So, this is one quadratic equation and this is another quadratic equation. So, remember, when we get the quadratic equations, there you have to have a power term, right? Now, in both, you can see you have the power term. So for the x, you have to have the power term. That is the easiest way to identify the quadratic equations and the quadratic graphs. Right. Now here they have given an equation. My equation is y equals x squared minus 1. Now they ask you to plot the points. Before plotting the points, you have to complete the table. Now, according to this question, this is how they have given the question. Plot the graph of y equals x squared minus 1 for values of x between -3 to 3. So remember, when you get a question like this, if they have mentioned any values for x, you have to take the same values. If they have not mentioned any values, then you have the freedom to take any value that you want. But make sure when you're taking values, you cover both negative and positive side. Now, according to this, I have given, so therefore you have to take from -3 to +3, right? So that is, those are my x values. So first you have to write your x values. Now this is -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is my first row. My second row, x squared. So -3 into -3, it is 9. -2 into -2, it's 4, like that way. You can get your next row as well, right? The first one, x value, then the x squared value. After that, according to the equation, they give y equals x squared minus 1. So therefore, you have to include this -1. That is my next row. And my final one, I have to find the value of y. To find the value of y, what should I do? 9 minus 1. So 9 minus 1, it's 8. Then 4 minus 1, it's 3. 1 minus 1, it's 0. So like that way, I have to complete my y row. After that, when you get your answer, so you can write your coordinates. My first two coordinates are, we know we write the x value first. So -3, 8. That's my first coordinate. And my second coordinate is -2, 3. That is my second coordinate. Third one, -1, 0. My fourth coordinate, 0, -1. My next coordinate, 1, 0. Then I will get 2, 3. And finally, I will get 3, 8. So first of all, we have to write our coordinates. After that, we can mark it. Now, according to this, now my first coordinate is -3, 8. Yes, I can see this is my -3, 8. Then -2, the -2, 3. Then I have -1, 0. Then 1, 0, -1. 1, 0. 2, 3. And 3, 8. After when you plot your points, you have to join these points. So that is the next step. Right? So remember, when you get an equation, first thing is you have to complete the table. after when you complete the table, you take your coordinates. Then by using the coordinates, you have to plot them on a grid. After when you plot those points, you have to join those points, right? So that is the next step. Like this way, you have to join. Okay, the entire thing you have to join. Now, according to this, you can see, notice that the graph is symmetrical and the curve is smooth. Now, according to this, we can identify what is our line of symmetry. I will change the color and show it. Now, according to this, I can see this is my line of symmetry. According to this equation, this is the line of symmetry. That means x equals 0, right? So let's move to the other one. Right. Now here, they have given an equation. So what we have to do, first we have to complete the table. Then we have to draw the graph, right? So first we'll complete the table. My equation is y equals x squared plus 1. Right now, I'm going to take my values. Right now, I have to take x squared. So negative 3 into negative 3, it will become positive. Okay, right. So then I can take for the next one. So negative 1 into negative 1, it's 1. 1 plus 1, I'm getting 2. Here, 1 squared means 1. 1 plus 1, it's 2. Then 2 times 2, 4. 4 plus 1, it's 5. 3 times 3, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. Now, can you see, we can identify a pattern. See, negative 2, 2, 5, 5, 10, 10. So when you get this pattern, that means you have completed your table properly, right? Now we'll use the coordinates and then we'll plot our points. Okay, my first coordinate is negative 3, 10. Negative 3, 10. So this is my first coordinate. Then my second one, negative 2, 5. Negative 2, 5. My third coordinate, negative 1, 2. Negative 1, negative 1, 2. 0, 1. Then 1, 2, 2, 5. And 3, 10. Right. So this is how we are getting. After that, we can join our points. Like this way, we can join our points. Right. So now what I have done it here, they have given the, according to the question, they have given the equation. So this was my equation. Y equals x squared plus 1. So first I have completed my table. After that, I have used my coordinates and I plot these points. After when I was plotting, I join those points. So that is the thing we have to do. Right. Now, the next one, we know how do we simplify simultaneous equations. Now, I will show how are we going to solve these simultaneous equation by using the graph. That means graphical method, right? So that is what I'm going to do. Now I can see there are two equations. So I have to take these two equations separately. I'm taking my first equation. I arrange according to y equals mx plus c, like that way. That means my first equation, when I get, I'll take y to the other side, then I will get y equals, right? When I get y to the other side, it will become positive y. Then I will get x, okay, x plus 1. That is what I have arranged. Then the next one also I'm going to write my equation. So y, I take it to the other side. Then y equals 2x. These are my two equations. Okay, that is how I have done it. Here what I have done, I have taken it to this side and I have taken this -1 to this side. Here I have taken this to the other side, right? First, we have to complete our two tables. Now, y equals x plus 1, that is my equation. When x is -1 plus 1, it will become 0. When x is 0, 0 plus 1, it will become 1. When x is 1, 1 plus 1, it's 2. And 2 plus 1, 3. So I got my coordinates. And for the second one, right, I have x is -1. So 2 times -1, -2. When x is 0, this will become 0. And 2 times 1, it's 2. And 2 times 2, it's 4. Right? So now, first I'm going to draw my first graph. Now for this, I'm going to use the red color. This is my red color one, right? My first graph. Okay, my coordinates are -1, 0, -1, 0, then 0, 1, then I have 1, 2, then 2, 3. So these are my points. Now I will join these points. Wait, let me take it correctly. Right, this is how I'm getting. This is my first equation. This is my first equation. Then we'll take the second one. So for that, I take another color. Right, this is my second one. My coordinates are, I'm getting -1, -2, -1, -2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 4. Right, so this is how I'm getting. Right, so this is my second equation. This is the second equation. Right, now I can see my intersection point. These are my two intersection points. Now can you see this is the point? Now when I get here, I can see this is the point. According to this, I get the x value and the y value. So according to this, when I look at the graph, I can say my x value equals to 1 and my y value equals to 2. So from the graph, I can identify the values for x and y. So this is the way we show this. That means when we get the simultaneous equation, so what you have to do, you take the two equations separately, complete the table, then plot the points, and then you have to draw the line. After that, the two lines, you will get a line where these two cuts each other. So that point is your intersection point. Their values you have to take for x and y, right? So that is what we have done it here. Then I can identify my value x equals 1 and y equals 2. We'll substitute and see whether our answer is correct. Yeah, we'll try that. Now we got x is 1 and y equals 2. When I substitute, yes, I'm getting negative 1 for my first equation. We'll try for the second equation. 2 times x is 2. 2 minus 2. Yes, that means our answers are correct. So what I have done it here, I checked whether my answers are correct, right? So that is how we do it. Right. Now, from this graph, you can identify the line of symmetry and the minimum value. Like that, with many more information you can identify, right? Let me show some of the information. Now we know this is our line of symmetry. See, this is my line of symmetry. So according to this graph, my line of symmetry should be x equals 1. So that is what they have given it. And then I can identify what are my points. See, the x-axis cuts in these 2 points, and then the y-axis cuts in this point. Then this is my minimum value. Like that way, many more information you can identify from this curved graph, right? Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share with others.